Whoa! Zorcom has a spaceship I can order. And I can also order 2 posters, a cassette tape of an adventure, and more. Yay! I tell you, there's one thing almost as fun as reading a comic book. Looking at the ads. I mean, look at this. Comic books, 50% off. Crazy, right? Well, back in 1983, Warlock. Back in 1983, there was an ad for something I've never seen before. It was a few different ads. It seemed like whatever company this was trying to really make this thing take off. Maybe they thought if they sold enough in these comic book ads, they could get an action figure line. Maybe Hasbro would give them a call. Now you're saying, Junkman, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Junkman? Well, I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, Zorlock. Oh, Zorcom. I can't even remember the name. Zorcom was an ad on the back of a comic book, maybe inside. I don't know if it was always in the back. And it ran in 1983, where you could get some really cool stuff. Now, I know they did at least 3 different ads, and that's what we're going to look at. And we're going to say the best for last. The Zorcom Spaceship. You get a spaceship delivered to your house. But before we get into that, let's look at this other ad right here. Look at that Zorcom poster. One of the posters is Zorcom himself. Can you imagine going to your friend's house in 1983 and he had a Zorcom poster on his wall? You're like, what's wrong with this kid? It's not a movie. It's not a cartoon. It's not on TV. It's not a real comic book. It's just an ad. Not even a video game. It would be like going to some guy's house and he's got like generic posters on the wall because he's scared he's going to get sued for copyright infringement or something. Very odd. But there's 2 posters, and you also get the villain. You heard me right. The villain. Tanjar. I hope I said that right. Tanjar. He was the enemy of Zorcom. And as you can see, it's a lizard guy. Well, a lizard guy is always bad. Have there ever been a story about a good lizard? Ever? But you see that ad and you think, well, there you go. There you go. A comic book ad for 2 free posters. Well, that ad wasn't advertising the poster. Look again. I know. You're looking at it and say, well, I know, Junkman, that's an ad for a poster. Well, you're wrong. It's not. It's an ad for a cassette tape. You buy the cassette tape, you get those 2 posters free. What was this cassette tape? Well, it was the adventures of Zorcom. And I guess his fight against Tanjar. You know, some people that don't even know about science fiction, know about comics or nothing, came up with this. You can see it's probably some 40-year-old men sitting around a conference room slapping the secretary on the ass while she's taking notes, during that time period. And they're like, oh, who's the bad guy? Make him a lizard. Well, what can we call him? Tanjar. They're just making up stuff. It's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know what the backstory of all this was, but you got a cassette tape that really could sell your story. Now, before you say, man, that sounds pretty cool. What is this cassette tape? Well, in the description below, I'm going to post a link so you can listen to part 1 and 2. They're both 20 minutes each, or about 22 minutes each. And I don't think you can sit through any of them. I don't think you can. Because here's just a sample of this god-awful crap.
I'll drop you off, Father, at the Stream of Tunes. Then I shall get the Power Stone.
Very well, son. I am a slow, old man. You are our only hope.
As the ship
I had enough. I
over the
can't
metallic lands.
Ain't that awful? But if you want to hear both parts, because I couldn't find it, I did find a website. A big shout out to the website I found. Couldn't remember the name there. But they linked me to SoundCloud of it, and I put it on YouTube so somebody would have it. But in the link description below, and the link in the comment section, I'll put a link so you can listen. I'm not going to make it public because I don't think y'all really care. Maybe if you do, I'll make it public. But there, you can find it there. But anyway, let's get on talking about this because they did 2 ads. One with the posters that showed the little cassette tape at the bottom, although that's really what they wanted you to buy. Here's the other ad. As you can see, it focuses more on the cassette tape. There you go, right there. I guess for the one poster, they're like, kids ain't gonna buy a cassette tape, put a poster on it. I guess that's what they were going for. Now, the tape was, of course, called Space Trek. So, they was trying to copy, them guys in the boardroom while they slapping that ass, they was saying, oh, it's kind of like Star Trek. It was a big lizard, wasn't it? Didn't Kirk fight a big lizard? Let's call it Space Trek. Now, let's get to why you came here. The goodie. this ad right here of the Zorcom Spaceship. As you can see, the ad shows you can get in this spaceship if the spaceship is standing up or even laying down. And you probably can tell from the ad, this spaceship is made of cardboard. Cardboard. Can you imagine coming back into the atmosphere in a cardboard ship? Well, there's more problems than just that. I mean, look at this thing. It doesn't have a bottom. It doesn't have a door or a hatch or anything just going to fall out of it. Now, I couldn't find any pictures of the inside, so I don't know if it's just the same design on the inside or not. It's odd I couldn't find any pictures. I found one link to inside, and the link didn't work anymore. I checked the Wayback Machine, it didn't work either. But I did find some of these on eBay for sale. People asking about $300 to $500. Didn't find any that sold. None of them sold. And they show actually in the shipping box and everything. As you can see here, these are some pictures I pulled off eBay of the Zorcom Spaceship. And again, it's not much of a spaceship. Not a safe one anyway. I mean, I'd rather go up in one of those rockets Elon Musk makes than this piece of crap. But then again, his rockets can land themselves, so I don't see the problem with going up in those. Now, how much was this thing according to the ad anyway? $12.95. That's a lot of American seeds you got to sell. If you were part of the American seed, you know, on the back there was seed. I did a whole video about the seeds you could sell. One girl sold enough seeds, she bought a damn horse. Remember that? Watch the video if you didn't see it. A girl, at least she said up here in the top column where she talks about how good selling seeds are. One kid, I think his name was Melvin. One kid said, the seeds sell themselves. I still can't believe a girl bought a damn horse. How many seeds did this girl sell? Zorcom. Zorcom. I think it's Zorcom. I'm curious out there who knows about this. Did you order it? It only ran for about a year. I don't think anybody even hardly remembers it. I couldn't even find, other than that one website, I couldn't really find any information about it whatsoever. So let me know. Did you have this? Why are these pages all stuck together? Larry, what have you been doing to the Dark Water comic book?
Don't ask me. Ask Dusty. She took it into the laundry room.
I doubt that. Anyway, let me know if you had this weird thing. And go check out the audio. Links in the description below. And let me know. Could you get through all of it? Oh, part 2 ends with music. Like the last 3 or 4 minutes was nothing but awful, god-awful music. Ooh. I can make my own rules. Thanks to the Game Genie.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.